Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Vital to the future of you all. I am having a strange time with technology right now. Oh, actually, just let me in. I'm having a strange time with technology. Forgive my tardiness. I've had a saga, right? I'm experiencing a saga with my computer, which seemed to be working, but now the interwebs are going down. Oh no. But so anyway, I'm back on my laptop. Because I just couldn't get everything going on time. But now it looks like StreamYard's opening up. There you go. Isn't that wonderful? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. How is everybody? I hope you're having. Am I having a good day? Actually, I think I am having a good day. I've had a strange time of it. Let me tell you. For me, it's the Passover. It is the time of the unleavened bread. A lot of unleavened bread, and if you're of the Ashkenazic persuasion, which I am. 1 second. Ask me to click over here. I'm clicking. Okay, I'm clicking it. There you go. Look at that. You got a bit of a remote angle. Look. Oh, I like that. There you go. I just saw I turned up as well in the. But I'm not there yet. Right. I'm not there yet. But you see, that's the thing. Is it frozen? Right? Is this thing frozen? This thing keeps freezing. So I'm going to stick on my laptop for the time being until I see it's working, and I'm going to keep the laptop out to be on the safe side. You know, I think that's the way we're going to go. Anyway, I've had this very, very strange experience that on Saturday night when I came off the Sabbath, right, and off first day of Passover. Oh, 1 second, look at that! That just showed up. No, not working. When I came off the Sabbath and I came off the first day of Passover, it's the same thing. So I'm offline. So I trucked downstairs to my office. My computer's rebooting. I'm like, well, that doesn't look good. And then it doesn't reboot. It just kind of hangs there, right? So then I have this stress fest because I unplug everything and reboot it, which is what you're supposed to do, right? But I had this total stress fest because I can't start it in safe mode, right? And I'm like, pressing the button and not doing it, right. I'm in soft focus. Rabbi after dark. I'll put a muslin. So finally, I work out I got to plug the keyboard in. That was that first problem, and then the hard drive is fried. I'm like, what the hell? And it just freaks me out more and more over the next couple of days. Then, okay, it starts working, right? It starts bloody working this morning, sort of. It updated its operating system the hard drive got scrubbed. I had to reinstall the hard drive, right? It was a nightmare, absolute nightmare. Okay, done. Then I had all my freaking data, right? I have a backup, a thing called a time machine backup to back it up, so I don't have to live through this freaking nightmare, this freakish nightmare that it was. And as I started restoring it, I said, nah, sorry, nah. And then I did it a couple of times. Then I realized I should update the operating system. So I did that, right? And I want to have my old data back on it. And then it worked. Everything worked. But here's the problem: when you update your computer, right? When you're on an Apple, right? And I'm on one that's a couple of years old. When you update your computer, it invariably slows it down to be virtually unusable for about 3 or 4 days, right? So here, all right. I'm trying to use the keyboard right now to bring up StreamYard on Google Chrome, right? Firefox keeps crapping out. Firefox. I think we've had a fun time. I think I might be going back to go. Oh, look at that! See, now it opens in Chrome. It's opening up, but now it's kind of. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so I got all my data back. That was a very, very good thing. Log in. My life is a living hell. Let me tell you. Okay, Gmail. I'll get to Gmail now. Doink. That should take. And then I got to unpause myself. And why am I paused? I don't want to be paused. No, I want to be on. Okay, I want to be going. I never want to be paused. Okay. Sign in again. Fine. I'm signing. Oh, man, really? Anything else? You want a hand job? Really? What else do you want from me, Google? Right? Really? You got all my data, right? You know everything about me. Oh, what's it asking for? Is it asking for? Okay, it's asking for my email address. Okay, fine. I did that. Now I've got to work out how to press next. Okay, 1 second. This will work. Okay, this is the sort of professional you come for. So yeah, how screwed up this may be, it's still not quite as bad as Christian rules having. Okay, now it's asking me for my password. Fine. I'm not going to show you my password. Although that would be a good way of remembering it until they make me change it, right? Which is too bloody often. Okay, fine. Password. We do this. Okay. I think I got it out. Doink. Let's see if that did the trick. I hope I put the right one in. Oh God! Now I've got to look something on my phone. Okay, fine. I'm on my phone. Okay, I got my phone. I'm confirming it's me. Really? Why do I have to confirm it's me? Who else am I going to be? Now it says this is an error. That's not really. Okay, 1 second. I want to try another way. That's me for you. Okay, I went to. Okay, fine, I'll do that. Now I'm going to go over here. This is crazy. There you go. Man, I just want to sign to my freaking email. This is crazy. Really? That's all I'm looking to is sign into my email. Really? You would have thought I'm trying to launch nuclear missiles. No, I just want, but really, it's just my email, mate. Nothing's in there that's important, right? Really, it's not. I've read my emails. Okay, nobody sends me anything, and now I've got the Wizzy book. Really? Okay, fine. So now, and every time I go to stop, right, then it starts working again. Okay, now paste. There you go. So I thought that was my youngest son when he was younger. Man, he's got himself a lady love. He's got a very sweet little girlfriend. I'm quite happy about. Okay, so now I'm logged in. What does this mean? Because I got the thing from StreamYard. Okay, log in. We want login. Okay, we got the login. I got to put my email address in. Right. Here's the thing. Now I start using the keyboard on the laptop because it's confusing me. But no, here, 1 second. Okay, gmail.com. Okay, next up. Get login code. Okay, it should be getting the login code now. Fine. So now I go to G. See, this is why I'm going to go to Gmail. This again. This is how the high level stuff, and it's not even showing up. Okay, wait. Now I've got to do a search for StreamYard. That's right. StreamYard. Okay, doink. Let's see that brings something up. It's loading. It's just toying with me, right? It's just toying with me. This is finally it. This has been a combination of massive tech multinationals to make me insane, right? First you got CBS, and Disney. CBS making this. I haven't seen this week's Picard yet, and oh God, I hope not. Oh, here we go. Login code is okay. I'm going to tell you. Okay, let me do copy. Okay, now we go to the StreamYards. Okay, now we do the paste. Dun 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 dun, dun and whoa! It's working. Okay, it was Firefox. I think I need to uninstall and reinstall Firefox. That would be my guess. So here, okay, now it's logging me in. Loading. Please wait. Please stand by. Anyway, as I said, no matter how bad my technical difficulties may be, right? No matter how bad they are, no matter how infuriating it might be, my day's still been a lot better than Christian rules. Did you hear he got the ratings in? They haven't been good. They haven't been kind. Only 2.2 million. Really? 2.2 million. That must be the live figure, right? The live figure was the figure for Eve of the Dalek. The live figure there. That was 2 million. So maybe improved. Yeah. No, it's the consolidated figure, right? The consolidated figure I mean, the overnight figure. The consolidated figure we're going to get in about a week from now. One sec. No, this is the one I want. There you go. There you go. I think this is me. So I move this around. Okay, fine. So I'm closing that. Okay. Oh, rock and roll, baby. It's so much better now I can see you, right? That makes life much, much, much easier. You know, the power of sight is a good thing, right? Never take that for granted. Power of sight. We like that. Anyway, so yeah, this is my my impromptu laptop stand. You see, I'm glad. You know, this is a good education I had right there. Oh, so much freaking better. You know what's much better? Being proved right about everything. Apparently, Christian was Doctor Who sucks balls. That's only if you go by the science. You know, like I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you. It's really only if one goes by by the science that Christian was Doctor Who has failed in every way, shape, and form. Now I haven't been on the twat say why. I've been wrestling like Captain Kirk with the Gorn. Right, with my computer, really, and it's been quite stressful. But I think it's gone down. I think the computer now. So I'm on it. It's working. I got my files. I'm a happy camper again. Unlike Chris Chibnall, who has achieved by a country mile the lowest ratings ever achieved by Doctor Who. I mean, the absolute lowest ratings ever achieved. That's 2 point here. Can I? Let me see if I can pull up the page. Let's go over there. Okay, I think it's just loading up. So the previously lowest rated episode was Battlefield episode 1, I believe. They got a 3.3, right? A 3.2, 3.3, can't remember. That was the live rating, right? That was the live rating. We didn't get overnight. I reckon is it opening up? Let's have a look. Here we are. Oh, I like science. Okay, here, let me share the screen. This is very, very funny. Very, very funny. And we're going to look in detail at what caused this monstrosity, right? What caused this complete and absolute implosion. One second, because we're going to go through the episode with a fine-tooth comb, right? And we really, really are. Here we go. Share screen. And as you see, we have the 2001-2002 ratings. They started bad. They started really low, right? The lowest it's been, I think, in the modern era. They started pathetically low, and then it got crazy. And then it got crazy. Who would have thought special meant worst viewed ever? So if you notice, for Eve of the Dalek, it said its overnight figure was 3.21, right? And its live figure, Tom Spilsbury let out the bag by mistake, was 2 million. That means they got 1.2 on iPlayer. This could conceivably be under 1 million live, right? Wow. I mean, and the BBC, you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. Your vandalism of our culture has resulted not in the social change you thought. It's resulted in people just abandoning you en masse. Because you know what, on top of of you, like, your ridiculous champagne socialist values that you are too idiotically stupid to understand the realities of, right? Not only that, you just don't understand human beings. That's it. You should spend time with human beings because you are not them. You weird BBC Guardian reading executives. Why do you think 2.2 million people watch? It means legitimately it could well be 1 million or under. They got live. Why are you failing so hard? I'll tell you why you're failing so hard. Because you're not telling stories, right? You're making points, and your points are idiotic, right? I'm sorry, and I can't say it on YouTube, but it's it being cruel to say that. Okay, as I understand it, according to trans video that we watched together here, when a teacher explains what it's like being trans, right? He says, it feels like, when you're born, the doctor makes a guess what you are, right? Sometimes they guess right, most of the time they guess right, sometimes they don't, and then that's called a trans person. And I spent my whole life up until 18 living as a girl when I was really a boy, right? But you need to have the genitalia to marry. Like, it shouldn't be a I don't know, that the trans state isn't infinite, right? That shouldn't be your goal. It's transitioning from one to the other. So if you don't have a penis or plan to acquire one, it seems somewhat ludicrous to call yourself a man. I'm not saying anybody's not a man, obviously, but anyway, this is the absurdity that we're living in, right? And it plays out in the race because people just aren't interested in hearing your propaganda. It's not they're not interested in it; they know it's bollocks, right? They don't understand why they don't like it. They just know they don't like it because it's bollocks. They know they don't like. They know that they don't know anybody who doesn't like black people, right? Nobody knows anybody who doesn't like gay people or black people. They don't exist, right? They don't exist, right? I'm sorry. I mean, yes, there are some people nervous about Muslims. If they say, Allah Akbar, and run at you with a knife. That's true. That could happen. And I don't think that's being racist against Muslims. I just think that's like, well, sometimes things go down, with this sort of skin tonage, right? Right. And it's not intrinsic, I think, to one's skin color or one's ethnicity. But you need to be able to tell the truth as well as be sensitive, right? They need to be the same thing. So anyway, so this is why people just turn off. This is why people. It's not like they know it's shit. It's just like it becomes radar invisible. People forget it's on. People forget it's there. People forget, and they found other things to do, right? People have found other stuff to do than watch TV, right? So you've destroyed yourselves, right? 2.2 million overnight, right? Probably maybe under a million live, right? Compared to Sylvester McCoy's 3.3. It's not even close. I mean, and keep in mind, it went from an 8.8 to a 2.2. We're talking overnights now. 8.8 to 2.8. That's 75% of your audience have vomited you out. That's not an approbation, right? That's not. You are not doing well, right? You are not doing well with that, and it's it is somewhat. I mean, look, it's the only silver lining that it's failed so completely. Now, again, I haven't been on the twats there. I've been wrestling with my computer, but I imagine the spin is like, well, ratings don't matter, really. Were you the same guy saying that ratings was super important after The Woman Who Fell to Earth did very well? Weren't you that person? I think you were that person, weren't you? Yeah. When Fell to Earth got something like 11, didn't it? It got huge ratings. Do I have here? Oh wow! So it got like 10.96 for Woman Who Fell to Earth, right? So I don't know. So I reckon you can add on. Well, let's look at this one. It went from 3.21 to 4.4. So add on 1.2. Let's see over here. So does that work out? So it came out 4.7. A little bit under there. 4.8. So 1.2 is high. I don't think it's going to get wood. I don't think it's going to get 1.2. I think it's going to get a bump of, maybe just 1. It might just a bump of 1, making it officially consolidated the lowest rated episode ever. Right? Lowest rate. There's no way you can spin Sylvester McCoy was any lower. Right? There's no way you can and they span it in every way humanly possible. A special Easter Sunday, right? Heavily promoted. But people, it's just radar invisible. You know what's radar invisible? Because it's shit. That is why. It is absolute shit, and you know, I think the next one will do slightly better. Well, they're certainly putting in things to make people watch it, aren't they? When this open, let me take this out while I'm waiting for this to open up. And let's have a look at the chat. And we are going to do a full recap. I still haven't listened to Redacted yet, though. Man, I didn't freaking time. It really took me a long time going over the episode and getting notes, right? I really went through it because it moves very, very quickly, so you don't notice leaps of leaps of logic. I'll say this: I think Ella Road is probably quite good at writing a thriller, right? Probably quite good at writing movies. I mean, I think she was hampered with a significant drag factor of working with Chris Chibnall, but I think she's got a good rhythm for a movie script. It was nonsensical, right? It's totally nonsensical. Oh, here we go. Now I have heard somebody say that there's a lot more coming for the centenary special, right? And we're going to look at it. I mean, look, Ace and Tegan. Who gives a shit, really? I mean, honestly. I mean, hate to say this. You need to be. I mean, Ace was never really that hot, but you need to be like, I don't know, kind of shaggable, right? And that's just the way it is. And neither do you are. You're kind of like old biddies, And so am I. Don't get me wrong, but it's a man's world, baby. What do you want me to tell you? And what on earth is Tegan wearing? Right? I have no idea. And also it's breaking Big Finish continuity. But who cares? Because I don't consider this Doctor Who. I genuinely do not consider this Doctor Who whatsoever, right? Because I just don't think it is. Why do I not consider this Doctor Who? Because it's nothing like Doctor Bloody Who. Okay, that's why. Fine, let's get to the chat. I'm sorry, I missed the first 5 minutes of chat because I was playing around with the laptop. So anybody before then, hello. I'm sorry I missed you. Here we got. We got Starry. Oh, Starry, how you doing? Nice to see you. Tegan and Ace won't appeal to the general public. Yeah, nobody gives a shit. I mean, I don't understand. Like, this is really just for like the squee crowd, right? The gay Doctor Who crowd that go squee. I mean, that's really what it's for. I would be happy and excited if it was like a Rusty Davis. But I mean, I'm always intrigued seeing Ace but like, I don't know. I mean, look again. It's just like they're like old biddies against Daleks or something. I mean, again, we'll see. I got the screen grabs and trailer. We got like, what was it 480 screen grabs to go through? Okay, so it's going. And I've gone through this in really detailed, right? And Darren M is there. How you doing? And Starry is agreeing with Rachel Mullins. I don't know what she said, but if Starry agrees with you, I cannot disagree. Her regeneration won't be worth wasting the time to tune in for. It's really true, says Gareth Morgan. It really is true. Rabbi, you're on soft focus. Rabbi, I need a new capo, mate. What's that mean? The thing that you put on your guitar, it's Joda's fault. Not really, but I'm going to blame her. I don't know what happened. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen. Must be a bit of KY on the lens. Well, we'll call it KY. It's viscous fluid anyway. So the problem being, what stays on a man's laptop lens stays on a man's laptop lens. What happens on a laptop lens stays on a laptop lens. That's the way I say it. I'm thinking 2.2 overnight, probably like 1.5 live. I think might even be less. It's been 1 at 1 point. I know Chibnall's getting it in the arse today, right? It's I think he has not done well. Dr. Alex is there. How you doing, Dr. Alex? Where are I at to? Derek Manis is here. The return of the Lone Side Man implies that timeless crap will be rewritten. Yeah, I think he's going to retcon himself out of reality. Don't you? I think that's what I think he's going to retcon himself away. Rather than let anybody else do it. I think it's going to enter a multiverse. The idea that it could be anybody. I think that's I think he's going to do it himself. Right? That's my guess. Im is here. How you doing? Brumming, I said hello to you. I said hello to you. Father Miller, how you doing? I'm back. Boy, was that special boring. It was so boring. Okay, when I reviewed it last night, I had to keep like jabbing myself to wake me up. While I was like, it was so boring. You know why it was boring? Nothing happened, right? Like just like always, like nothing freaking happened, right? It's always the way. And like, what's the point of having Madam Chang in? I know nothing about her now, right? Absolutely. I mean, just there's no education in this whatsoever. It's pure tokenization. It's tokenism. Matthew Burrow says, "It's okay to strum my guitar, engage you lovely people, my fellow Killing Joke family." I have no idea what you're talking about. Hope you had a good part of. Well, you can certainly strum away on your guitar. I smiled when the overnight figures. I mean, like they were epically bad. They were worse than I thought. I thought they'll be around like 3. I didn't think they'll be. I thought it'd be like 2.8 is the worst it could possibly get. Right. I had no idea it will be that low. It was, wonderful. Sometimes the good Lord doth give you a little kiss. So thank you there. I can't argue there. What shall we call it? A Passover Easter miracle. Yeah, I've been really contemplating that how the similarities between Passover and Easter. They're both all about rebirth, renewal, right? You know what? Oh, that got me in mind. I might go and watch The Wicker Man tonight. I haven't seen that in years. Oh, bit of Christopher Lee action. I'll see the extended version with Britt Eklund writhing naked on a wall. That's awesome. By the way, I have to tell you, that is super awesome. That scene they kind of is like, yes, there was. Sometimes you have special effects, sometimes you just have skill. That was just skill. There's a James Cameron way of jumping on a Harrier jump jet, going and buzzing around the building, which is you do it on a green screen, with computer generated stuff, or you can do it the Jackie Chan way when you just like jump on a jet. Let me tell you, Britt Eklund didn't need any special effects for that scene. Very glad it's been reinserted. And I didn't plan on using the word reinserted, but boy, does that fit. Anyway, happy Easter, everybody. Oh, I was going to show you my chocolate matzah. Oh, man. Oh, well, I just froze totally. What's going on there? This app's just... See, that's what's going on. This app's just installing. Now, I don't know if my camera's... Oh, no, there you go. I'm moving it. Yeah, that's what's going on. Just apps keep installing when I'm not looking. It's like lots of it. Various angles of Tzvi, yes. German girls trying on bras get more than 2 mil overnight on YouTube. Okay, may I recommend, if you're somebody who's into channels, I listen each to their own. I don't want to shame anybody, obviously, but like the chubby girls trying on bras channel is, I don't know. It just seems to be a line that I wouldn't be able to cross. Okay, I've always regretted that I've never been to a strip club, right? Because I got religious and I can't go to a strip club. It's kind of the same about going to a prostitute, but like I don't think I could. I don't think even when I wasn't religious, I could. I don't know. And the dirtiness of it does appeal to me. I'll be absolutely clear, but I don't think I think there's a line I just couldn't get over, right? And I'm quite sad that I never got over the strip club line when it's a line I probably could have, but they seem very skanky. So anyway, if you're anybody watching the Chubby Girls Trying on Bras channel, please, it's like you're probably the same sort of person who eats on the buffet in a strip club. You don't want to do either of those. Wonder what the population of England was in the 80s. It was about 20% less, right, than it is now. 20% less. Exactly. So you get add 20% onto 3.3. That's what 10% is what 3.3 660,000. So that brings up to like 4 mil, right? Nix is here. Very good evening to you. Derek McManus is here. Very good evening to you, Sue, sir. You had a very good lunch or dinner I saw on Facebook. I was like, that looks very nice. I can't remember what it was. I saw you had a pub lunch as well. That looks very good. Rabbi's boomer moment. Oh, it was a lengthy one. It was a lengthy boomer moment. Queen Charlotte is here. How are you doing? What did you think of the episode? I thought it was okay last night, so you're not alone. I wasn't. It wasn't amazing, so don't get me wrong. But here's the trouble: our standards have been so lowered that not shit is good. No, not shit is just not. It's not. That's not good enough. And also it really didn't work. Didn't make sense. They weren't Sea Devil like. They had nothing to do with Sea Devils. They were Pirates of the Caribbean, right? And it was really very little to do with Sea Devils, as far as I can see. There's certainly nothing how Sea Devils acted before, right? They just, I don't know. It's kind of the same as when they had the Macra in what was that story? Gridlock, which I love Gridlock. Absolutely adore Gridlock. But when they had the Macra in it, they were devolved, and I didn't really like that, right? I thought that the Macra would have been a good villain to be behind, causing all this congestion, right? And have them be evil Macra. But they were like devolved just giant crabs. It was a bit of a bummer, really. It was no 11th down, don't get me wrong. The Flux of the first season, I'll never watch again. I don't think it was her best one by a long way. Honestly, if I was going to go with the best episode, it's got to be Even the Daleks, and that's mainly because of Azing B, I think. Yeah. Even the Daleks probably her best, from my opinion, probably her best episode. Didn't watch it. Just reviews. Yeah, you don't need to watch it. It's so paper thin as well. But listen, when I finish the chat, I'm gonna I'll start going through it. Feld Rider is here. Cameraman from Nigella Cook Show. Well, that was kind of... Okay. Is it me or does everybody else think that Nigella is super hot? Right? I think she's super hot. Maybe it's the Dewey thing, right? But she works for me. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm terribly sorry, Father Miller. The Vanishing Rabbi. Well, I'm back again. Okay, what's going on? Whizzing through it. The Silent Ranger. I think I said hello to you. I was really good last night when I saw Jodie Whittaker and my moon swiftly changed. Actually, you can see that in the episode, right? It's bland, mediocre. But you can feel the shit coming, right? so the closer you get to Jodie Whittaker, right? You totally get people consume media differently in 2022. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Please stop. Yeah, really. Why can't anybody ever just say, "Oh, you know what? We were completely wrong. This is shit. It is an absolute shit." It's hilarious, right? It's hilarious. Rachel Martin says that makes you happy. That's very good. The previous new lowest was 2.9 overnight. So yeah, it's low below. Which one had 2.9 overnight? I don't know that. Oh, that'll be the Capaldi episode. But that had a big catch up. That had about 2 million added on over the 7th day. Right, that was a major I think even over 2 million. It was a really big one. It was. Matt Jones says Grogo. Nobody knew it was on. Nobody cared. It was against Britain's Got Talent, right? It was, and again, it's made itself radar invisible by being just disconnected from reality on a very primal level, right? And you don't. If you're like espousing propaganda from a reality that isn't real, it's not entertaining because you can't relate to it, right? You can't relate to this racist Britain, right? Or what it's like, you can't relate to it. It's unbelievable. I said that last quarter. I do agree with you. I haven't been as busy telling stories or seasons of things. No, you got to nudge me more, man. You got to nudge me more. Did the ratings on the Antic Roadshow go? Antic Roadshow did better. That got what was it? This got and it got quite a lot more actually. I think it got a 2.4 or 2.3 or something like that, and it's a rerun. It wasn't even a new one, right? It's hilarious. Yeah, it was a repeat, says Problem Big. You are correct, sir. Moves a man, it says 2.2, Lower Nightmares. I predict 2.8. 2.8 is what I thought as well, right? 2.8. 2.8 sounded reasonable. But again, the jig's up. It's over, right? It's over. And I like, why are they putting this utter failure front and center of the centenary? Why? It's the most representative of the BBC you could possibly be, right? This show is so BBC. Line of Duty, 9 million overnight. You can't use that excuse. Well, yeah, but different primary Line of Duty is it's good. It's about stories. It's not about tokenism. It's written by somebody who could write, and for the life of me, I still don't understand why Chimmel just didn't bring in Paul Cornell to be the script editor to run the writers' room, right? I don't know why he didn't do that. It's just crazy. Like okay, first season I would have had confidence. Second season I'll be like, no. Third season you've got I've lost your mind. The trailer for the finale showed the very dead lone Cyberman, which implied they're going to rewrite events of the Gormless Child. I mean, who cares? Yeah, but they're going to Rachel Mann, but the show. But are you going to have places like the Sun and the Mirror? They're gonna have headline stories. They're gonna have big stories about this. Lowest rated ever. Yeah, Britain sizzles. Nobody wants Jodas Jigglies. Yeah, I could write these all day. I don't know what a Jodie Jiggly is, quite frankly. I'm just there's not much jiggly about Jodie. There really isn't. All I'm gonna say is they don't show Ace beating up a Dalek, preferably with Chris Chibnall in it. I'm going to be very disappointed. Well, she is like, her and Tegan are firing big guns, right? You do see that. Woman of Fuzzy proves the audience is bigoted. Yes, we gave them a total chance, right? Total chance. Average user rating 5.2 on IMDb. Women 30 to 44, average 7.5. Yes, there you go. Guardian reading women goes up again, another 10 points. Okay, we go. Unknown 29. How are you, sir? I didn't recognize Tegan. That is true. And again, who cares? Martin W. Didn't watch it. Not interested in their dying attempts of political correctness. But it's so funny, right? Because they do this before they saw how badly it's imploded. And man, is this going to be used to spank the BBC's ass, right? This is going to be used to spank in a lot in the press. There's going to be a lot of they're going to have humiliation heaped upon them, right? By all the voices they hate, right? You know, Nigel Farage will bring it up. Everybody they hate will harp on it. Why? Because that's the world we've made, right? That's the world that I think they've made. Remember when David Bradley, Colin Bacon, Sylvester McCoy were seen in Cardiff? Yeah, you're probably bringing as much old companions as dog. Yeah, I think so too. I think so. Again, do what you want, mate. This is not Doctor Who, right? Do it. It's not Doctor Who. And if they're going to use the first Doctor, Stephen Noonan, why not him? That's the annoying thing. Okay, I was getting these screen grabs to take my notes today for this episode. I was going over it slowly. I really wanted to make sure I got everything right. And all I want to do is listen to the last two episodes of the first Doctor thing, which I quite liked it, and I like him being friendly. So it's I have to say, I'm a loyal person. I will call him a friend of the channel. So I would like to see him succeed as the first Doctor. What I really like to see? I like to see him do like something a little bit longer form, like a 12-part, like a 6-part story, or 12-part, like an epic where they like go from location to location. I like the Billy epics, right? Dalek Master Plan. There's a picture of Ace and Tegan carrying big guns, bounty hunters. No, they're going to be like working for the Doctor. Yeah, I mean, and listen, they're sold on the feminism nonsense. Yeah, this narrative only falls apart if you actually watch the shit that they do, and as virtually nobody does. They're able to keep it under wraps quite well, I think. Is the Sonic now double-ended? Apparently so. She has no idea what she's doing. That was Alan Brooks saying about Ace and Tegan. The Time Prophet is here. How are you doing, Time Prophet? Thank you for joining us. Sally Wiggenblatt. I tell you, Sally, if you're not Jewish, I will dub thee Jewy. That's a Jewy enough name, right? It's a pity that Tegan a pity Ace and Tegan are returning for this fake Doctor Who. Yeah, I agree with you. Couldn't happen next year when the show will be back on the proper way. I think they just got to steer clear of nostalgia. Maybe do something totally. I don't know. I'm intrigued to see what he does. Right? I'm intrigued to see what Russell does. The talking. Yes, lots of talking on close-up sets of not really. This didn't seem like an expensive one, right? And they had to cut down their budget big time and rewrite the Christmas one as well. So I'm thinking they had money taken. I think they had money taken away, and they were forced to do 2 episodes. They wanted more episodes for the budget they were given, right? Whittaker spent half the episode eyeballing Meows and half spouting techno babble. No, it was actually less than that. It was so annoying. It seemed like it's more. Gareth Morgan is here. How you doing? Okay, fine. I'm nearly there. But I tell you, not many people have got to hear me say that. I like the multiple brickhead because in the original series of Battlestar Galactica, there was multiple brickheadlands in that one. I don't remember that. I got to check. All I remember were like the Neanderthal guys who had these the balls on the swing, but they were like lasery ones. Right, they were cool. I like them. Was that Battlestar Galactica or was that Buck Rogers? Could be both. Obsidian goes, Sophie hasn't aged well, which is a shame because she always looked better than she acted. Well, that is true. I think Tegan's aged a lot worse, quite frankly. Mr. PC Gamer Forever is here. Hey, Mr. PC Gamer Forever. Important being says when she's not committing mass genocide, she's left that to Dan this time. Oh, that is nice. Manic Gill is a Michael Bay of acting. Yes, she is. Although, listen, Michael Bay's made some fun experiences with me. I like the first Transformers. I like Megan Fox fixing their engine. But it was something I would watch again. Quite frankly, Yaz is suddenly an expert with a sword, and yet the Doctor drops the sword twice. Oh God, we're gonna get to it, man. 480 screen grabs I got, right? I went through this thing. New Horizons 1. How you doing? Whittaker is not the Doctor, and she proves it. She calls Yaz the bestest and can't. I can't. And she's like, I mean, it's not cute. It's not like Groucho Marx. It's not like the body. It's not like physical humor that Sylvester McCoy was able to. She's just shit, right? That's basically it. She's just shit. Archibald Laughter said, yeah, suddenly an expert. I haven't seen PD Rich Knight. He will go ape shit, right? He sees this. Dan suddenly ship crew expert and Olympic swimmer. I know. What about the net? No, we're gonna get to it. Okay, we're gonna get to it. Yes, it's Lonnie is here. How you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us. Okay, nearly there. I've said that before. I said hello to you, but I'll say hello again. I reckon Yes is going to bite the carpet the way shippers don't want. I don't know what that means, okay? Animal meets plank, romance of our times. It is somewhat like that. It's a sweet thing. Spacebooker's here. What a 24 hours, eh? Failure, winner, continual complete. Oh, no. We still got the final one. But may I say, may I also have to make a video? Well, I think you might have to, right? I think we all might have to. I think there's a lot of egg on a lot of faces, right? And we're going to say it's viscous fluid. Let's not go into it too hardly. Fine. Okay, we got Matt Jones. I was saying Matt Jones says Grogu, but I like it that you're saving Grogu. Fine. We are there. We are up to. We have completed the chat, right? We completed the chat. If I missed you, I apologize. Share slide. So we start. Is this the first one? Let's find out. Let's find out if this is the first one. Yes. So it starts off. It's rainy. Oh wait. One second. I didn't do the right intro, right? No, it's not Doctor. It's very rainy in China or somewhere oriental, right? Very rainy, right? It's 1807, right? 1807, and people are hurrying away from somewhere. Oh, run away, run away! And in strides Madam Chang, who I know as much now as I did when at the end of the episode, which is nothing, right? She comes in, she's like a little Oriental lady who scowls a lot, right? But she's kind of okay. And then they say, "Oh, she's going for the statue. We got to stop her." And he says, "No." This is apparently this guy's father, right? They both sound like they're from like East London, right? Oh no, she's going for the statue. It's my responsibility to stop her. If I fail, it falls to you. Like, who knows what's going on? So, oh no. And this is apparently his son. So this one looks like he's about 30, and that one looks like he's about 30. But apparently that's the father, that's the son. Very important plot point that you're not going to be able to remember. Oh, Daddy, no, Daddy. And she comes out in the rain, stalking out, and then she looks up, and this was kind of good. There's a statue there for some reason of a sea devil with a sword and a little man, and says, "Ha ha! I found you, ha!" And so she goes up to it and gets on there and starts chipping away, chink, 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 chink. Chink, I shouldn't be saying chink, but that'll get me in trouble. Chink, 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 chink. She chips away at it. And she pulls out a thing, goes, "Aha! I found it, right? I found it at last." Hey. It looked like what? She found a bit of stone. I know, who knows? Who knows what the hell it is? In fact, you never find out what that is. I just realized, like, you never find out what that is. She just thinks she's got something. I don't know. And then he turns up and says, "No, you can't release it. It's bad." And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to fight you if you stop me. Oh, because I'm a strong, brave woman." And then the sea devil, the stone sea devil, starts to move, right? It starts to wake up, which is a bit weird. And then it blows up. All cracks appeared about it before. Blows up. And this guy's knocked out. Oh no! And he comes over him with a big knife and chunk. And we're into it's the shit title. And the way I'm doing it is better. It's more like this. Directed by Hao Wang. Lots of close-up shots. Lots of close-ups. Legend of the Sea Devils by Ella Road and Christian Ryan. Again, I think Ella Road probably has a good rhythm, right? She's probably able to write a decent movie script, which is what this kind of feels like. Feels like it's trying to be. So anyway, pre-title sequence without the Doctor, not excruciating. I like the Sea Devil statue. None of it really made sense, but you can feel the shitness coming, right? You can feel it. Oh no! I feel my buttocks trembling. Oh dear! She's done that shit. Okay, here you go. Total shit. And he's like, "Oh, here, 400 years out. Why are you surprised, right? Why is she surprised that she's in the wrong place? I mean, like, if they're 400 years out, why are they dressed in the correct clothes? I don't know. He said, "Oh, I don't understand." Of course you don't understand. And then out comes Dan. He said, "Oh, why are you wearing that?" And he has dressed him up. He said, "Did you dress him up like that?" And they kind of enjoy it, apparently. Then, weirdly enough, her earring, her only sign of femininity, and she gets, by the way, more lesbian-y dykey as the episode goes on, right? It's not lipstick lesbian, right? But totally more genuinely dykey as the episode goes on. By the end of the episode, she looks like she's gay. Because I think that's something that she can actually work out. She can play a gay person. She can't play Doctor Who because she can conceive of a gay person. She can't conceive of Doctor Who, right? She has no freaking clue what she's doing. Fine. So anyway, her one sign of femininity, she wears an earring, and it starts to drag her away, like it gets sucked across the room. Across the beach, right? And then she sonic screwdrives it, so it starts saying, "Oh, Eki Thump, I don't understand. Hey, what's going on?" But maybe, and she picks up a rock and she skims him and goes bouncing off. Right? And they say, "Whoa, what's happening there?" And she said, "Oh, that shouldn't happen here. I don't want to." Again, more a thing I don't understand. Right? So there's some kind of localized thing, and they're like, "You what?" You say, "No, yeah, you try." And they get them to do it, and then suddenly they hear screams from the village. Now, notice that it's quite a nice day out here, right? It's quite a nice day over here in China, wherever they may be. Yeah, not cloud in the sky, very very pretty. Oh no! Look, there's a village, and it's raining at the village. For some reason, the village has rain. It's like within earshot, and the sea devil was running amok, right? Running amok, knifing people with his laser knife, like his laser sword that makes you like grow ill and die instantly, right? And he kills everybody. I'm the sea devil, right? Everybody runs away as he like kills people, and then the doctor comes up and says, "Oh, Icky Thump, stop right there! Oh, stop the little feeties! Oh, Icky Thump!" And the sea devil's like, "Who is this? Who is this random lesbian woman? I don't know. I have to deal with them." So Cedar walks up and said, "Oh, I'm the guy from the trailer. Hello. I've been in the trailer. Okay. Now it's a very weird realization of the Sea Devils in that they have some CGI that makes it look like there's animatronics in the face. So, but not much, right? So it does like it's weird. You know what it's like? Those like little hand puppets of Waldorf and Statler, where you can like squidge their faces, but it doesn't look like he's really conveying anything, right? Okay, so up the Sea Devil and said, "Oh, Sea Devil." He's like, "Land crawler. Oh, no, let's not call each other names. Well, what'd you like to be called?" I mean, look at this. This is an acting choice she actually made, right? See, Icky Thump. And she's like, he says, "What'd you like to be?" He says, "Where is it? I want to know where it is." And what do you want to be called? Do you want to Mr. Where is it? What a Lord, where is it? And he's like, he attacks the doctor somehow, like with a giant laser sword, right? It's a very unconvincing mask, right? And he attacks her, and she manages to dodge it somehow. Is it? "Oh, like you thought, why are you breaking everything up?" Now, look here. Now, just we've seen everything together, right? There's no, there's no way the next bit could possibly happen. It says, "Who are you?" Said, "I'm the doctor." "No, you're not. I bet you got imposter syndrome, darling. I bet you got. You see her roots getting darker the more the more dykey she gets. It's weird. I don't know. And he said, "I'm the doctor." And he goes, "Now, Yaz!" And Yaz pulls a big rope, and Dan helps a little bit. But Yaz does it because they get him in a net. Yeah, Icky Thump. I'm so studied. I'm so brave. When did they plan this out? Right? I don't know. And he's like, "Oh, it's a fair cop, darling, fair cop." And he's like, "Oh, you won't be able to hold me." And suddenly you hear a big like commotion over the sea. And she's like, "What's that? Oh, Icky Thump, I don't know." I'm like, "Darling, it's a giant cloud coming to it. Like your Doctor Who. How is this thing you're going, oh, I'm scared. Oh, like really? Look at this. Like this is like Independence Day, let alone, I mean, like really? Oh no, I'm scared. And then he like uses his laser sword to cut out his way out the net with one fell swoop. And he goes, "Your puny things human ways cannot hold me." And overcomes this giant flying boat. Says, "But that's impossible, darling. Why? Why is that impossible? God, you're an embarrassment to women. You really are. I mean, like, you really play into the ditzy blonde thing. I mean, like, for God's sake, you can see the anti-gravity. It's got green glowy things underneath it. Of course it can bloody fly. It's Doctor Sodding Who. Green glowy things. What have you not seen a green glowy thing before? How about watching any episode, right? Any episode of Doctor Who, if it's got a green glowy thing, it's going to be green and glowy, right? And it's going to fly. But that's impossible, right? How on earth can it possibly be? Okay, so fine. So Dr. Moron. Go, what? How? Oh, there you go. So I pressed the wrong button. Goes, how? And the Sea Devils fly in on their boat, and he does a magic leap. Woo! And he goes right up into it somehow. So how did he do that? Did they have a tractor beam on him? I don't know. And he lands on the ship. He goes, yo, and a bottle of rum, and lots of Sea Devils there. And they go, oh, you thought, when did Sea Devils get flying boats? Oh, I don't know. I don't understand this because I'm a moron. Meanwhile, Madam Chang wakes up with a little rock that which is, I've seen the whole thing. This rock is meaningless, right? It's absolutely meaningless, right? So she wakes up, and he goes, I don't know. Well, this is out of season, but why? Just why? Why was this a good idea? I don't know. Anyway, she wakes. Let's go back to that. Really? I mean, really? I've got to keep that slide. Let's go for 1 second. Yeah, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. Yeah, we're going to be using that again. It's so racist, man. Oh man, I got to use this somehow. Intimating they're being insanely racist. Yes. Yes, this is happening. So Madam Jim wakes up and she sees the guy who's trying to stop her, and he's all like black and splodgy. He's like, oh, what happened? And he's like, the son blames him. And he's like, you'll join him if you attack me. And she says, I don't think she killed him. Who are you anyway? And he says, I am Madam Chang. And she says, no, Ichthyorp. Oh, I like a bit of Madam Chang. Oh, right up there. Adam Dare says, beaten by AR. What does that mean? Do we know the ratings can no longer be battered away in the usual habits that have changed? More than that, channels now watch other programs are getting higher figures. Yes, exactly. It's just, it's so pathetic, right? No, they failed. So, Madam Chang, Ichthyorp, I'm amazed. I'm a big fan. At no point do we get any explanation who she is, right? Any explanation at all, right? I have no clue who Madam Chang is. They don't take time to explain it. No, now they just go straight to some exposition and say, I'm looking for the treasure of the Fleur de l'Air or some Fleur de Mer, some ship. And like some famous ship that sank and down. Like, that went down. Somewhere else says, oh no, I know that there's a looks like Austin Powers there, right? There's only two things that scare me. One of those is nuclear war, right? Doesn't she look like it's a parody? Oh, we live in a parody of times. That's where we are. So she's saying they're looking for the record of the Fleur de Mer. She knows it was taken by another pirate captain a couple hundred years ago called Hugh Ying, right? And he went down in these waters somewhere. Meanwhile, yo-ho and a bottle of rum on the flying Sea Devil ship. He's like, oh, they captured me. And they were mean. They showed me no mercy. I was denied our waters. And how was he turned into a statue? I don't bloody know. I think they explained it towards the end here. But he said, oh, they turned me into a statue. I said, really? Yes, I got better. They turned him into a statue. And they, what else do they do? I think they just turned him into a statue, quite frankly. I think that's how long was this statue for? I don't know. Oh, but he says him waking up woke them up somehow. Did they explain it? No, of course not. It doesn't make any sense. Don't need to. He says, is the HaGeffen ready to hunt? I don't know what the HaGeffen is. I turned on the subtitles so I would know what it was they were trying to say. Is it really? Is it the Merkers? I don't know. It's some Kraken key evil beast. So this guy was like, "Oh, hi, I'm just a Chinchon Chinaman. Oh, that's me." And again, you notice when you actually see anybody, it's all in very, very small pieces of like you don't see large areas, right? And he's fishing. Oh yeah, me. I'm like, I hope this guy is really is Chinese. He's not like, you know, some kind of imposter. Otherwise, that'd be terrible. There should be a trigger warning at the beginning of these episodes, obviously. And then out the water comes a big cracker, goes rah, and eats them up. Right. Meanwhile, the kid is pissed off that his dad's dead. Says, "Go on, we're going to go out to here." That's where they are. And they go. That's where the ship is. That Madame Ching's is. Let's go on. We're going to swim out there. We're going to go out there and going to kill her. I said, "But why?" I said, "Oh, we're going to swim out there." He said, "But they told me not to wander off." Right. Meanwhile, I think I skipped one. Meanwhile, in the TARDIS, right? The doctor. We have. We have a Doctor in the As scene, and it's the first of many. None of them disappoint. All of them deliver exactly what you expect, right? Because this is the only thing that actually happens in the freaking episode. So in the TARDIS. We're in the TARDIS. Doctor's complaining that Dan's wandered off. He says, he says, you know what we're going to do? We're going to find the treasure of the Fleur de Mer, and then then we can shut up Madame Ching and get her on side. I mean, she's so not the Doctor, right? I mean, like, she makes Trump seem presidential, right? She's so not the Doctor. And she's like scanning away and says, okay, so we know that Jen had it before he sank, so we'll just have the TARDIS home in on her, right? And says, she wasn't very impressed with you when you first met her. Yes, it's always about slagging off the Doctor. I think this is how she does courting. Oh, she wasn't that impressed with you. He said, oh, so we'll get her on side. Talkie. We'll get her on side. Ecky thump. She like kind of snarls a little bit, that she does, and it's a boring talkie. So look at them, and they're like, "Are you ready to snog yet?" By the way, if people are so insanely fluid as we're seeing here, and it's so normal, I'm assuming both Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill have had lesbian sex, right? Because if they have, I mean, not necessarily with each other, but they seem very friendly. Whereas if they hadn't, I think this is like blackface, isn't it? Having non-lesbians play lesbians. How could this be? These women need to have sex with them. Don't tell me you're straight. What are you, super straight? What are you, a bigot? No, everything's fluid, baby. What you're saying is totally normal. So go on, eat each other's snatches then. Off you go. Yeah, exactly. It's like Sophie Aldred was talking about how Ace was intimated that she was buying a Big Finish audio and it was shit. And she says, oh, yeah, I don't see Ace would ever be closed off or narrow-minded. So, Sophie, how many women have you had sex with? Oh, none? So, how is there this insane disconnect from reality? But I do want to reiterate, I still haven't listened to Redacted. I will do a video on that tomorrow. I'm sure it's going to be shit. I have no doubt it will be shit. So anyway, so they're gonna go and find the treasure. Meanwhile, Madam, now it gets insane, right? This must be Chibnall's bit because it makes zero sense. She's looking out of her spyglass at nothing, right? Apparently, at the same time, Dan and whatever his name is have swum out. They swam a few miles, right? And climbed onto a boat. I don't believe they could do that, right? I think Dan would be dead by now, right? And he's like, okay, there's two of us, we can kill her. I said, oh, I can't kill her. I said, oh, look at you, you're old. You must have been able to fight if you lived to that age. He's like, well, how old do you think I am? Like 70? I'm like, no, I'm like 40-something. Right? Dan's like, what? No, I'm not 70. And then Madam Chang catches them and says, oh, I'll do the talking. And next thing you know, somehow, this little woman, right? This little woman ties them both up and they're hanging upside down. I mean, do you see how small she is? it's kind of ridiculous. Right? I said, oh, we're going to kill you as soon as we get out. He's like, no, let me talk. Anyways, they notice there's no crew. So where's your crew? I said, I'm not going to talk to you about my crew. Mad about the crew. Fine. So he says, well, if you let us out, we'll be your crew. We'll work for you. And she stomps around a bit and says, okay, if I let you out, you're going to work for me and look after the ship. And he's like, okay. Meanwhile, back in 1533, again, like, the dates aren't even memorable, right? Like remember when Moffat did confusing stuff like the Pandora opened, and he very cleverly used the fairs and the broom and all things like that. So it kind of just anchored you so you knew where you are. You have no idea. Again, what do I know about Madame Chang? Nothing at all, other than she's a girl called Madame Chang, right? So they arrive on this guy Ji-hoon's ship. Okay, look, they're in the middle of the ocean, right? Foggy ocean, in the middle of the ocean. Okay, so that's very important for what we're going to see next. TARDIS arrives, and out come the Doctor and Jazz, and we have this guy Yi Jian saying, chasing everybody off the ship with a sword. Said, "Oh, you must die! Everybody must go! Oh, I'm going to kill you all." Said, "What's going to happen?" They think suddenly a mutiny's happened, and he's like killing everybody. But no, smoke appears, and inside the smoke, dun dun dun, appears a sea devil. Sea devil. Anyway, so the sea devil has some kind of bargain going on with this guy, and said, "Do you have it?" Said, "Yes, I have it. The ship's yours." It says, "But you have what I want," and you never find out what he was supposed to get in return, right? And he said, "Yes, but I don't keep promises to Earth dwellers, you scum." They fight, ching, 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 and somehow it causes the ship to sink, but you never see it, right? You never see how it's causing the ship to sink, and they run back in the TARDIS, and they said, "Oh, we didn't get the treasure, but we know where the treasure is now." So now they're going to go back to where they were 230 years in the future on the seabed, and they're going to go right to where the by the way, I kind of like this time vortex thing, but I'm not going to be sorry to see it go. Said, okay, now we're on the seabed, we're going to be right next to it. Look how she smugly smiles to herself. "Oh, you act like a little kid sometimes. Sometimes I'm like a little kid all the time. Oh, it's so funny." No, it's not. No, it's not. There's, "Oh no, you can't open the doors. Icky thump, we're underwater." And they're like, "We're all drowned." I'm like, "No, we finally open it." Okay. And now get ready for the first cringe, right? As the two friends are about to speak the language. They dare not speak its name, dare not say its name. She says, "Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, look at it. It's so icky, lovely, lovely, lovely." And he goes, "Oh, I'm not a bad date, me." She's like, this is what exactly what she say. "Hey, I'm not a bad date, me." I mean, like, really, like. What is attractive? I don't say, "Hey, I'm not a bad date, me." And yeah, it's like, oh, I might have said the wrong thing. Oh. And then they look each other longingly, and they're gonna snog. They're about to snog, and yes, it's like, yes, push your tongue down my throat, yes. And then the dog is like, really? You think they're gonna stop? The dog said, "Oh, Icky, look. There's no shipwreck." And she distracts everyone. "The shipwreck's gone. Where did it go? I don't understand. Where's it gone?" And so she starts again. This is her courting everybody. This is what she look like when she's courting. Okay, just to be clear. Here, let's go to the next slide. I think it's this one. Yeah. So she's scanning the seabed, right? She's scanning the seabed, and then it all crumbles away and falls away. And like, what's going on? And the TARDIS is still staying there. It's like floating on something invisible. And it's like, "Oh, Icky thought, this is strange. I don't really know." And a big giant sea beast comes up and it goes, "Oh no!" Right? And it eats the TARDIS and it drags it down into wherever. And like, yeah, they're just useless. Yaz and Doctor are useless. Okay. Meanwhile, no instrument is working for Madam Chang, right? Nothing's working. She says, "Oh, we got to navigate by the stars." And she looks up at the stars and she's not just stunning and brave, she's also clever. And she looks at the stars, and then it's explained like you think it's spaceship flying around, but suddenly all the stars start to move, right? And they're like, "What's going on?" Right? I said, "Oh no!" And we'll get to that in a minute. What's going on? And so we got to find. We have to navigate and get to the pirate ship, right? We got to get there. So I got to get the treasures. And Dan's like, "Why is it so important?" Yeah, Chuck. Why is it so important to get to the treasures? Because of that. Dun dun dun. And apparently, the reason that she has no crew and impossibly sailed in a huge ship on her own over to China, like again, absolutely impossibly, is because her entire crew has been kidnapped, including several of her sons who are like 3 and 5 years old. And if she doesn't get them the ransom money, they're all going to die. And that's why she's doing it. So she's really not a bad person. She's a really good person. And then suddenly, there's they kind of get buffeted around. Said, "Here, what's that?" And that big sea beast thing starts coming to them, and they're like, "Oh!" And they fire the cannons, boom, 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 right? And the cannonballs go out. Cannonballs go out, and then they come back to them, and it blows up, and they're like, "Oh dear." Meanwhile, the TARDIS is somehow the TARDIS gets to this air bubble under the water, which is the Sea Devils base. Now, why do they have a base with oxygen? I don't understand. They're Sea Devils, and how did the TARDIS get there? They don't explain it. It doesn't matter. So they meet the chief Sea Devil again, right? And he's very racist. He does like land crawlers, the parasites. Ooh, and he's like, "Where is it?" And like, "Where's what?" Said, we're gonna stomp our little feeties," says Yaz. She's so stunning and brave, right? So stunning and brave. And like the doctor wanders around and said, trying to work out what they're doing. And they're looking for something. There's something called the Keystone, right? They're looking for the Keystone. Well, they found a Keystone cop, I guess. And so Yaz is about, we don't know about the Keystone. And he's like, shut up, Yaz. Tell them the truth. We really know about the Keystone, but first show us the ship. Like, what happened to the ship that sank that we can't find for some reason? So, we have made it our own. We have put green glowy things on the bottom. Really? Yes. Green, but that's impossible. But we did it anyway. We put green glowy things on the bottom of the ship, and now it floats underwater in an air pocket, but they're Sea Devils. I don't know why they need air, right? I don't know why, but now they made it their own, and it's their base. And she said, "But what do you need a ship for?" Like, these are like real expressions. Like, I don't understand. What do you need a ship for? I said, because we don't need it. It scares the earth dwellers. I'm just a bad racist. Right? A bad racist. Look at these expressions. Keith Upyaz, don't tell them the truth that we don't know anything about it, right? So she pumps him for information about the Keystone. It can do anything. It can turn anything, like teleport. It can turn base matter into gold. It can do anything, right? It's impossibilium, right? It's unattainium. It's ridiculous, right? That's what it is. Just ridiculous. It can do absolutely anything. It's just like this magic stone, right? That's really what it is. So that's what they're looking for. Again, I think this is a bit Chibnall more than Ella Road. And she's like, He's like, no, but I know you don't have the keystone. So how do you know? I said, we found it. Like our big Leviathan fishies found it. He said, hey, you know what I'm going to do then? I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to do. And like prances around. And she like activates the control. Oh no, first he activates the control. He says, here, let me show you how to be able to defy me. And this guy's still alive from 230 years earlier, right? He's still been kept alive in stasis. He's like, oh, I'm so confused. What's going on? You're in shit Doctor Who, mate. You're in shit Doctor Who. That's all. That's all. That, oh, can I be in Colin Baker? I said, no. I'm sorry, you're in Jodie Whittaker. He's like, no. Don't put me in a Jodie Whittaker Doctor Who. Nobody wants that. That's right, mate. Nobody wants it, but that's what you got. That's just what you got. He's like, oh, okay, then. I guess that's where I am in life. I just guess that's where I am in life. And he's like, but at least you don't have the keystone. I kept that away from you. And he's like, these people have the keystone right here. And he's like, what? No, well, we didn't. Look again. These are acting choices made by Jodie Whittaker, approved by Chris Chibnall, aired by the BBC. They deserve their 2.2 rating. Look at this nonsense, right? Look at this nonsense. And so he's like, what? The keystone again. Look, did you see? She's getting more dykey the longer the episode goes. She looks very dykey at this point, right? And yes, oh, what a scissor. I think the lack of lipstick and the roots make her look dykey. He knows they don't have the keystone. So what she does is activate the controls that makes a big whirlwind that rises the ship out the water. Meanwhile, they're waking up from bearing cannonballs thrown at them by the evil sea beast. And they see oh god, this is so cringe. I forgot how cringe this was. This is so cringe. They see the giant ship coming out the water, right? And it flies alongside them, and we hear like a little voiceover, and it's agonizing. It's really agonizing of Jodie going, Geronimo! I'm like, God, no, you're nothing like Matt Smith, right? Geronimo, she says, and then they swing over, and they do a perfect landing. Oh, Keith up. Oh, we're the bestest ever. And we brought a friend with us. And on he comes. And Madam Ching is like, how is that possible? Right? How's that possible? So she asked Madam Ching where the keystone is, because she's pretty sure that their Leviathan thing knows it's here. And it says, well, what's it look like? And it says, well, I think it glows orange, right? It glows orange when it glows orange when somebody's close to it. And he's like, oh no, it's glowing orange now. I'm holding it. And the Sea Devil shows up and he's like, oh, I'm going to get him. Oh, I'm getting him. Because I want, so why doesn't he just kill him and take it, right? That's the thing. That's the one thing he needs for his entire planet is that thing. Kill him, cut his head off, take it. No problem. You're done. Boom. And they're like, oh, Icky Thump. And he doesn't kill him for some reason. And he said, no, this is just a keepsake from my mother. It was from G-Sen the Great or something. And it was apparently this guy. Okay, so somehow, when he had a ship, somehow, they, and he chased everybody off with the sword. In the middle of the ocean, right? He survived. He survived, and he made it to, and he had the keystone, and he kept it all his life. So what was that other little bit of stone thing that she chiseled out? I don't know. And I've watched this twice, and it's 2 more times than it deserves, mate. All right, there's 2.2 million people out there who want their life back, who want their time back, and I don't blame them. So he's like, "Oh, we're gonna fight," and look at it. Oh, I'm a pirate queen. Yeah, I'm so strong. We're gonna. And Jodie does a bit of sneering because that's what she does. And I think a fight breaks out, right? And says, "Oh," and then lots of sea devils turn up, and oh no. He gets it, he rips it off him, and then he just teleports back, and they have it, and it goes into their machine. And oh yeah, wait, I forgot this bit. Wait. he takes it, and then you just hear her go, Geronimo, again. And she's jumping. Somehow she jumps up like 150 feet just by going, Geronimo. And so now she's on there. It's not really explained at all. And then she explains the whole plan. That I've worked out what you're doing. You're going to use the impossibarium, the stone, whatever, to invert the Earth's cause and then drown the whole world. And we're all going to die. I said, yes, the Earth will be aquatic again. Well, excuse me, didn't they share it with the Silurians? Okay, whatever. We will cover the Earth's surface. I guess now they got the Silurians out of the way. Now they have a big fight. Ching, 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 ching. And everyone's stunning and brave, apart from the little boy. Yaz fights the Silurians, the Sea Devils. Ching, 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 ching. Not as much as Dan. And he fights as well because he's stunning and brave. And the Doctor sort of is, but she's not really very good at it at all. She loses the sword and she swings away. I mean, she's like more like Groucho Marx. And he then picks up the sword again. And this guy is like swooping down on her. And they're chinging away with their laser swords. And then Dan manages to stop him somehow. He has a little sword or something. I don't know. Said, it worked. But yeah, it's stunning and brave, right? Stunning and brave. And they get rid, and they kick everybody in, get rid of them all. And she saves him. Says, just like I should have saved your father. I'm sorry. Now, Doctor's shitting herself, running, which is what she does. Oh, run away, everybody, run away! And she's like, oh no, he's coming to get her. And he like whips the sword at her, and then in slow motion, she goes, whoa! As it goes over her face. Oh, and like that. And grabbing herself more. Then she uses a sonic, waves at him, and causing him to knock it out of her hand. And then she slides down like she's a little girl on a slide, like wee, sliding down, and picks up the sword and says, "Here, keep that away from him, right? Keep that away from him." Ching, ching, ching. Yes, that's probably a little bit. Ching, chang, chang. And they like, oh, just watch him. But the pirate captain kills him instead. Oh, you didn't need to kill him. He says, wait a minute. He's imprisoned me for hundreds of years. He's taken my ship. He's taken my crew. He's taken everything I have. Right? It's. I think it's okay. Right? I think it's okay. So then, oh man, then we have a little bit of a Yaz and Dan scene. Says, "Hey, you didn't say anything to the Doctor, did you? Right? You didn't say anything to the Doctor about what what we spoke about, the scissoring in the TARDIS." It says, "Oh me, no. Why did she say something?" "Oh, I don't know. Why would the Doctor say something? Can't you see she wants to scissor you in the TARDIS?" And then the Doctor's running around and goes, "Oh, they're coming. We got to get the ship out of here to stop them destroying the world somehow, right?" And now his job is to keep the Sea Devils back because they have to. I don't know why they're going down to the depths of the sea. Maybe go to the base. So they can turn off the thing that's going to destroy the world. That's basically it. And Dan, the Madam Chang, this pirate dude, and Dan are going to stop the Sea Devils coming. And she's like, "Oh no, you better go and get the treasure now. It'll do some good. At least if somebody has it." Well, it's 100 years later. Are you telling me the Sea Devils didn't use the treasure? No. Okay, fine. So she goes and gets the treasure, right? It goes, got to save the pirates, her pirate crew that she lost, right? She's lost her pirate crew, if I may remind you. And then Sea Devils start arriving. Sea Devils start arriving as Sea Devils do. And Dan's like, "No, don't do that." And they're surrounded. Then suddenly Dan just like with one hit just takes out all the Sea Devils. And he's like, "How did you learn to do that?" He said, "Oh, you should see my mum." What? What does that got? What? Oh man. Meanwhile, they're rigging everything up as it's going on, right? As it's going on, they're rigging everything up. The Doctor says in the middle, "Oh, you know what I said earlier about being a good date me? Yeah, I remember that. I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore, right? I don't do that anymore. But if I did do that with anybody, I'll do that with you. You're the only person who I'll do it, but I don't do it with anybody. I will do it with you because Yaz, I wrote this line down. But if she did, it'll be with you. You're one of the greatest people I've ever known, including my wife. And he's like, you're what? I said, oh, I wasn't going to mention that. I mean, like, really? And so they're like, oh, okay, we've worked our way of saving the world, right? But if I did date anybody, I would so be scissoring with you. Oh, Icky Thump scissoring in the TARDIS. And she's like, oh, we got to hold these two pieces of thing together, otherwise it won't work. I'll stay and hold it together and save the world and be destroyed. So, but then comes along a man and says, no, I'll do it instead. And they're like, okay, fine, leg it, run away. And he stays there and boom, blows up horribly. Third one to do this so far. Third man to save the Doctor, right? And they get into the TARDIS and they get the treasure as well. And now we have a lengthy epilogue. Said, oh, that's enough. I can now rescue my children and the my children and the crew, right? Children and the crew. Oh, by the way, Phasmin is not over. Phasmin is not over. With more to come. And he's like saying, "Oh, we better get you to Drylands." He said, "No, you can stay with me. You're my responsibility now because I let your father die. He had not really nothing to do with it." But and they hug, and he's like, "Oh, but I'm a fearsome pirate queen. I don't do that again, even though I'm a very tiny woman." So at the same time as being a pirate queen. And he's like, "Well, I did the crew." He said, "Oh, you vanquished sea devils. Yeah, vanquish sea enemies or whatever. Yeah, it's a legend. Hey, we could be a big legend." And they're like, oh, and they look at each other longingly. Oh, Doctor, yeah, you know, we do our fun together. Yes, we do. See, she's looking super dykey now, right? Now she's looking very dykey. Meanwhile, Dan, sitting by the TARDIS, skimming stones, gives Diana a call, leaves them and says, "Hey, Chuck, you don't know, kid, how you doing? I'm just leaving a message saying I'm having all these mad adventures. I have no one to talk to about them, so I thought I'll talk to you about Chuck." Right? Basically, that's what he says. And as he's leaving a message, right, she calls him. And he goes, "Icky Thump," and he goes, "Oh, I've been missing you too. Oh, me and my one arm, because we're not a token at all, not a token at all." So what's going on? So the Doctor and Yaz have a heart-to-heart, but on the beach together. Much more Phasmin, right? Much more Phasmin, and she's like saying, "I can't fix myself, Yaz. I can't fix myself, Icky Thump. Not to anybody. No, not to anything or any when or anywhere or anyone. I can't do it. I'm a free spirit, Icky Thump. That's who I am. Because I know sooner or later, if I attach myself to anybody, it's gonna hurt." And then, okay, look at you, looking very dykey over here. She's saying, but my nanny says, doing something and knowing it's going to hurt and doing it anyway is that's what bravery is. Also, that's what stupidity is as well. And they laugh together. And so the Doctor, oh man, I get the wizzy will. But again, the Doctor says, "You know what I want, Yaz? Or can we just live in the moment? Have what we have right now, and just live in the moment. It's great." And she's like, "Yeah, of course, Chuck." And then she's like, "So here, throw the stone and make a wish." He's like, okay, she gets up to throw the stone. Get the wizzy one. Gets up to throw the stone. And he says, "Am I going to make the wish?" He says, "You know, can't make it out loud." "Oh, you can where I'm from." And she says, "I wish. Oh, I wish. This moment that we just had the moment together, this moment would last. I wish it would last forever. Oh, look how dykey I've become. Super dykey. Not long now. Coming soon." And it said, "Nothing lasts forever, Doctor. Beware the forces that are ranged against you. And their master." Dun dun dun. No one's surprised. And I know more scowly. "This is the day you die, Doctor." Tegan, Ace, I haven't seen. Go, blimey, Ace. I haven't seen the doctor for 40 years. Whoa, you just make me feel bad because for me it's been 30 years. What about that book you wrote, you daft? Okay, whatever. And then you see them like firing guns. No. 2 old biddies versus whatever. Kate Lesbian Stewart being taken by Cybermen. Dan in a spacesuit. Vinder's back. Yaz has got a gun. And Master's grown a beard now. And the doctor starts to regenerate, right? And you hear it in the trailer. She goes, "Oh, Icky Thump! Yes!" I think she's going to say, "Yes, I love you! Oh, Icky Thump!" And it's over. It's over. What's over? The Doctor Who franchise. The Doctor Who franchise is over. 2.2 million. Stunningly bad. Best they can hope for, I think, is a 3.4 consolidated. They'll be lucky to get that. I think they're more likely to get 3.3, maybe under 3.2, right? I think they're going to do epically bad, right? Absolutely epically bad. Yeah, one second. I got another story we're going to open up. Let's see if that ties into it. Man, I am hungry. It's time to go and eat some matzah again, man. So how long is this? This article. Hang on. Oh, loading like a dog. Oh, you know what we can do? Let's see if this will work, right? Let's see if this will work. We're going to add this in. I'm not sure the interwebs will take it, but let's give it a try. Oh, no, wrong thing. Share this video. A trailer came out for Thor: Love and Thunder, right? Thor: Love and Thunder. I have really no interest in it. I mean, I like Taika Waititi. You know, I think he's a very good filmmaker. I think he's a massive douchebag arsehole. But you know, I think he's talented and he knows how to do his job, right? Let's go and get the Wizzy Will. But this whole Natalie Portman being Thor. Not so much. No, not for me. So, is this thing going to work? I'm just getting a Wizzy Will now from Chrome. So thank God this Chrome actually started working. Come on. As the Fifth Doctor said, Adric. I mean, kind of, but I think she's going to say, "Yes, I love," and then you never find out what happens, right? I doubt that we're going to see the next Doctor, although there are rumors that are about to release who the next Doctor is. They said it's going to be sooner rather than later. Where was that? Man. Now my Chrome's totally frozen. I'm going to have to go back to the laptop. Okay, we're going to have to go back to laptop world. 1 second. Is it totally frozen? Am I still getting a Wizzy Will? Oh no. Wizzy Will stop. Whenever I threaten it, right? Okay, we're going to try that again. Is that opening up? No, I don't think it's going to open up. Fine. I'm going to cover this in videos. I will be doing detailed reviews, or not detailed deep dive when we have more data into the ratings, which are spectacularly awful, right? Just spectacularly awful. I'm going to share this thing one more time, see if it works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. And it doesn't even look like it's even registering. Fine. I think I'm going to call it a night. I think it's time for me to go and have matzah pizza. I will tell you what matzah pizza is on. I'm not going to be on tomorrow, right? I'm on Wednesday. I'm changing my schedule. I was on Sunday night, Monday night, taking Tuesday off. I'll be back on Wednesday. I have 2 videos for you tomorrow. What are they going to be? I don't know. I got a bunch of them I've got to make. And I want to finish listening to the First Doctor. I got to do a video on Star Trek. What's it called again? Motion picture. The Batman just came out. I'm going to be reviewing that. Busy times, everybody.